me siento bendecido y afortunado. Ey, lo conseguí, se me dio. La vida al fin tomó color. Vida al palo. Buena paga. Lo conseguí, se me dio. La vida al fin tomó color. Vida al palo. Buena paga.
Oh my God, this is so amazing. I am super happy. Me pidió que me soltara. Ey,
Welcome into Date Palm Field. Spring training action on MLB The Show. It's the Milwaukee Brewers taking on the Seattle Mariners. First pitch coming your way next. So here's the Brewers DH, Christian Yelich. Fastball for a strike. And this one is off and running. And there's a fly ball deep right field. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Makes the turn and heads for second. Not stopping, he's going for three. The relay throw in there safely.
Everything came together for him. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
And now here is Sal Frelick. Center field. Rodriguez settles under it. Makes the grab. Runner tags from third. The relay. It's offline, and he scores. On the board first, it's 1-0. Gary Sanchez now. Popped up. Settles underneath it. That's out number 2. 2 outs, base is empty. Vinny Capra, the next to hit.
Vinny Capra.
And first offering is fouled off. Capra measures 5 feet 8 inches, batting in the cleanup spot, and he found his way onto the team after being claimed off waivers. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Sizes this one up, and that'll do it. Back here with my pal Siggy, and on the mound now, number 49. What's the scouting report on him?
He's a guy that's going to come right after hitters. I mean, he's not trying to fool them. He's going to pitch the contacts, not worry about it. He trusts his defense behind him, and he's not going to mess around with a whole bunch of different offerings. Only 3 pitches in the repertoire, so he knows he'll have to work in all 3 effectively and probably pitch backwards sometimes just to make sure this lineup isn't picking up on too many patterns.
Next offering is in for a strike. Fly ball down the line. Chourio gets under it, and there's one down. J.P. Crawford now at the plate. And first offering is fouled off. One out, base is empty. Just off the outside edge. 1-2 to count. That one blasted deep to right. Back there. And it's gone.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Julio Rodriguez in the box now as he leaves that one up high. This to third. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Boog, that's staying within his game right there. I mean, this speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on base to possibly do some damage. I love seeing what guys like this can do to disrupt the game once they get in a position to do so.
He's got it. 2 down. Luke Raley up next for the Mariners. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Turang over to first in time. 3rd out. The Mariners pick up a run thanks to this solo homer. All even now. And welcome back to the ballpark. Second inning set to go. Leading off, Jackson Chourio. Fouled off down the right side. And a pitch. Into center. Rodriguez settles under it. And there's one away. And it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish. Swung on, belted. That's bad. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
So, man aboard. Here's the center fielder, Garrett Mitchell. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. In the air, left side. That one hops against the fence. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double. Trying to wiggle out of a rundown now. And they almost caught him, but he's back in time.
Back-to-back base hits. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle. Allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer. And he hit the ball on the screws.
Andrew Monasterio up now for the Brewers. Golden opportunity right here. Late swing, fouled off. Two on, one out. This to center field. He's under it. Drops into the glove. Runners tagging from second and third. He'll score on the sac fly, and a 2-1 ball game now. This is Bryce Turang. Here's a strike. 0-1. 2 outs and a runner at third. Here at the top of the second. And there's a rocket into the outfield. The run scores from third, and they take a 2-run lead. And into second easily with a 2-out double.
Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap, and when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
There's a line drive to left field. Makes a nice running catch. And that'll do it. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. We head to the bottom of the second. Now here is Jorge Polanco. And a pitch. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Hauls it in for the out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Strike one.
1-1.
Next offering in there for a strike. 1-2.
2 strikes.
The Brewers leading by 2. Bottom half of inning number 2. Down the line. Out number 2. Now batting Mitch Haniger. Fastball for a strike. And a foul ball. The next pitch misses. And the count 1-2.
2 strikes, the count.
2 outs, base is empty. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Just missed.
That two-seam fastball is usually coupled with a slider away, and when a hitter's conscious of the pitch in, it's hard for him to cover middle away, and that's where a pitcher can really finish off that batter.
And foul ball. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Bounce to third. Fires over to Hoskins, and they take care of Haniger for the out. And 1-2-3 go the Mariners. Score holds. It's 3-1. All set for the start of the inning. Now the number 2 hitter, Sal Frelick. Out towards right center. That's well struck. This looks like extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. The relay throw. He's in there.
No waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Gone. That'll fire up the dugout. It's 5-1. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
Now, Vinny Capra. And it's fouled away. Nobody on, nobody out. A pair of runs across in the inning. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Swings and sends a rocket to right. Makes the catch, and there's one gone.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Line to right, and that'll be a base hit.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
It's a pitch out, nothing doing, and that's ball 1. Line drive, caught. Race to the bag, but he's safe. Good job to avoid the double play. And now the center fielder, Garrett Mitchell.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Line to left. That's a base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that.
This one smashed down the right field line. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. 1 run is in. Around third. Relay throw home. He'll score 2 runs runs are in, and it's now a 6-run lead.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. He really shot that one down the right field.
So out of the bullpen for the Mariners, Mauricio Llovera.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance.
Well, got to pause on that thought, as that'll do it. Here's Dylan Moore. It's interesting he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. Just missed.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
2 strikes.
Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch, top of the strike zone. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
That one ripped. Forget it. And they cut into the deficit. It's 7-2.
Wasn't fooled on the first pitch at all. He squared it up right away.
One down. J.P. Crawford digs in now. Right through there for a strike. The Brewers leading by 5 here in the last half of the third. Line drive, and there's a hit.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up he'll find a hole.
0-1's the count.
Crawford off of first with 2 away. Two outs. Strike 2.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
And makes the grab. And that's the 3rd out. 1 in the inning, and it comes from a rather unlikely power source. It's now. And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Christian Yelich. And here it comes. That one hammered center field. Back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
There's a swing and a drive. Hits the fence. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and his 2nd hit.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance.
Oh, now this one's blasted deep to left. Way back there. On its way and out of here. A gigantic blast. His 2nd home run of the game, and they add a pair. It's 9-2.
First pitch swinging, and he got the fastball. He knew exactly what to do with it, too. Lightning fast hands to be able to hit that velocity fastball on the inside part of the plate.
Jackson Chourio up now for the Brewers. 1 for 2. On the ground, 2 ball. To Crawford for 1. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Up next to Milwaukee, the first baseman.
And the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. To second, Polanco. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. 2 runs for Milwaukee on the dinger. It's now a 9-2 ball game. of the fourth, and here is Luke Raley. There's the strike.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping them up.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. A massive home run. It's 9-3. That one just sounded different.
And it might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth.
Polanco takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. And that one wrapped foul. The Mariners with a lot of ground to make up. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Ty France up next for the Mariners. France, a former All-Star, 29 years old, and he's driven in double-digit runs over his last 10 games. One down, base is empty. A little out front there as he swings through it.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 9-4. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish.
That pitch gets the inside corner, and it's 0-2. Liner, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Here's Josh Rojas. He's already homered in this game. That's hard hit on the line. Frelick makes the catch. And that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Emerson Hancock.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
This one lifted in the air, left field. Raley makes the catch. One up, one down. Andrew Monasterio getting ready to hit. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's down. One hops off the wall. In safely with a double, his 2nd of the day.
Wastes no time there. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Coming home. The throw in. It's offline. The run comes in. It's 10-4. And now it's Christian Yelich. 1 for 3. And there's a foul ball. The pitch. On a line out towards center. Rodriguez makes the play. 2 down. Sal Frelick up now for the Brewers. Hit in the air, center field. Rodriguez heads towards it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. So they pick up a run on 2 hits. No errors and a man left. Last half of the 5th coming up. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Digging in, J.P. Crawford. And the pitch. Hit on the ground to the right side. Hoskins takes it himself. And a quick out, number 1. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. Taylor Clark on the pitch here.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Right through there for a strike.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what.
Ouch, that one got him.
Well, the bright side is that will help the on-base percentage a little bit, and that's a category no batter can ignore these days. OBP, OPS, well, maybe that'll ease the pain just a little bit.
And that's in for a strike.
Well, at that velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting practice. But off the velocity of the fastball, that is a very tough pitch to adjust to.
And fires in a fastball at 95. Stays alive.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And there are 2 outs. Man at first. Here's the left fielder, Luke Raley. And a foul ball. And the right-hander deals. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
This one in the air. Monasterio settles under it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Levi Stout. The line in the pitch. And first offering is fouled off. And a pitch. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. The throw is still in time, so they get the first out of the inning. And now the shortstop, Vinny Capra. Lined, and that's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
The batter, the right fielder.
Next for the Brewers, Jackson Chourio. That one out to right. Hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 down. Man at first. Up now for Milwaukee, Rhys Hoskins. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That one's deep. That'll make it out of here. And they add to the lead. It's 12-4. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Now it's going to be lined, and that's a base hit. Mitchell round second on his way to 3rd. Coming home. The relay to the plate. He will score, and they now lead by 9.
Well done. Drives in the run. Just a great approach. Looked like that was exactly what he wanted to do with that pitch. And right off the bat, he knew he was taking that wide turn at first to head for second.
New arm out of the bullpen, Cody Bolton. Man in scoring position with 2 away. Bryce Terang up now for the Brewers. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Raley makes the catch, inning over. So they get 3. The batter now, Jorge Polanco. Clark back to work. That one missed. way inside.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Righty delivers. Back foot slider ties him up, struck him out.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good two-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
France, the next to hit, takes ball one.
Ball one, no
Base is
strike.
empty, one away here in the bottom of the sixth. Next pitch inside.
Ball
2 balls, no strikes. Fought off foul. Right through there for a strike. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And now for Seattle, Mitch Haniger. Missed with a changeup. Ball 1. And that one pulled foul. On the ground to first, and it stays fair. And that rolls into the corner. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. And he'll make it safely. That's a double. Now the third baseman, Dylan Moore. Hard hit to third. Fires over to Hoskins. Inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. And we're back. Now it's the DH, Christian Yelich. The pitch. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That one back. And that ball is gone. And they tack one on the board. It's 14-4.
He's really seeing the ball well lately. Good things are going to happen when you're locked in like this. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrist to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
Sal Frelick up now for the Brewers. Line drive, base hit down the line. Throws to second, around first, digging for 2. Tries to get back and save. So man aboard. Here's the Brewers catcher now, Gary Sanchez. Lifted in the air, right center field. Rodriguez on the move to the gap. Makes the catch for the out. And there's one down.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Swing and a base hit. Throw into third. And the throw's offline. Safe at third. Second and third, one gone. Jackson Chourio up now for the Brewers. That one ripped right center field. And that should be extra bases. One run across. Another comes in to score. Throw cut off to third. Not in time. He's safe.
He quickly went from hitter to base runner. Love when guys make that transition, and he's got speed to put on a show.
Gregory Santos takes over on the mound.
Power slider guy, bro. He throws it hard and gets a lot of late movement, so it's tough to pick up.
Now at the plate, Rhys Hoskins. Line drive, base hit. In comes the runner from third, and they extend their lead.
Picks himself up an RBI. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Stepping in, Garrett Mitchell. Hoskins, the base runner at first with one out. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Makes the grab for the second out.
Now batting, the third baseman, Andrew Monasterio.
And now Andrew Monasterio. 3 for 3, and he's come up with 3 doubles. Headed down the line. Haniger sprinting for this one. Can't get there. This one lands foul. Santos, 24 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. That's out to center field. Pulls it in on the run. And that'll do it. Welcome back as we have a pinch hitter to lead it off. Mitch Garver. The line to kick the pitch. And look out. That one gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
Well, you can see this happen from time to time when a pitcher is trying to throw that slider, especially front door to a same-side hitter. You know, some of them are going to get away from you. It's not the easiest pitch to control because you're trying to aim it a little bit.
1-1 there. The M's with a lot of ground to make up here at the bottom of the 7th. The 1-1 is fouled off. High fly ball down the left field line. And he makes the catch. Wide throw, and it gets away. Not going to get him. He's in there. Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Dominic Canzone. He gets a chance with a runner in scoring position and one gone.
Counts 1-0.
2 balls, no strikes to count. Runner at second here, one gone. Next offering is in for a strike.
2-1.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds. They're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
And that's ball 4.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted in first base with a quick free pass.
Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter. Luis Urias. Runners at first and second for him with one down. There's the strike. And downstairs. Runners at first and second with one gone. Swing and a ground ball out to short, and it finds its way through for a hit. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only one away.
Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you enough.
That one a little bit high. 1-0. On the ground, right side. Base hit. 1 run is in. 2 runs are in. Throws to second. Tag, and he's in there.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
And the 0-1. In the air right field, Chourio in position. Brings it in. Runner tagging from third. In there safely.
In that situation, you're looking to get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario, a sacrifice fly to drive in that runner from third.
France stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Now 1-1.
Well, they just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
And another ball. That one fouled off. 2-2. Just missed.
Tough take right there. He swings at that more often than not.
This one smoked out to left. Fraley pulls that one down, and that is that. 3 runs on 2 base hits, 1 error, and 1 left on. 8th inning coming up. Milwaukee leads it 17-7. Now into the game, Dominic Canzone. He'll be patrolling center field.
Number 8.
Also entering the game, Samad Taylor. He'll play second. Also into the ball game, Blake Hunt. He takes over behind the plate. Now here is Bryce Terang.
Number 5. Taylor.
Left field, under it. Corrals it. And there's one down. Now it's Christian Yelich. He's already homered here in this one. This one high in the air to left center. Trammell, long run. Brings it in with a nice running grab. And there's 2 down. Now the left fielder, Sal Fraley. Popped in the air, left field. Trammell makes the grab on the run. Bottom of the 8th, and stepping in for the Mariners, Mitch Haniger. The new pitcher in the game, Trevor McGill.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
The pitch. That one in triple digits.
0-1.
Just missed. And a 1-1.
8-2.
Sends him down on strikes. Called strike 3 on a fastball up in the zone. Here's the third baseman, Dylan Moore. That one's in there. That's strike 1. Late on that fastball.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
Registers the punch out and hits 101.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Just missed. The Mariners with a lot of ground to make up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And there's the automatic.
Thought the green light might be on right there, but maybe not. If you're looking to swing in that count, that's the pitch you want.
Chop back up the middle. Capra gathers and throws to first. And it's a 1-2-3. Matt Brash gets handed the rock out of the pen.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
And that one hammered. That's back there. And that one is off the wall. Makes the turn and heads for second. The relay in there. That's a double.
Boog, I know you love the slug. Well, slugging percentage is on the rise in this one. That's his 3rd extra base hit of the game. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been. But obviously, you have to be happy with that result.
And it drops in around third. Here's the throw to the plate. He'll score easily. And the lead continues to grow.
That's back-to-back singles for him. With the way defenders track down balls these days, I mean, both from the infield and in the outfield, there really aren't a lot of base hits on balls hit like that. But there's always a little room back behind the first and second baseman to drop a long dart in there, and he found a way.
The relay throw. And they almost caught him, but he's back in time. Rhys Hoskins up now for the Brewers.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
A bit behind with that swing. It's strike one. First and second here, no outs. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Haniger makes the grab, one away. And now a wide throw to third. Next for Milwaukee, Garrett Mitchell. On the ground, could be two. Over to second for one. Over to first, safe.
I promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
Monasterio, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike one. He swings and fouls one off. 2 runs across in the inning. Here at the top of the ninth. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. At the belt and fires. Right side. Haniger has a beat on it. Hauls it in to end the inning. They get 2. Bottom 9. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Sam Haggerty. That's in there. That's strike one. And a swing and a miss there.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
That one lifted to left. Frelick has a beat on it. And puts the squeeze on that one. One away. He's 2 outs away. And up next for Seattle, Dominic Canzone. And he grounds one to the right side. Dives, and he can't hang on. He doesn't have a play, and they come away without an out. Here at the bottom of the ninth, 1 out. And now the catcher comes up to him. Blake Hunt in the air, left field. Frelick racing over to make the catch.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Taylor Trammell at the plate with 2 away. Swings through that one. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He
got it. Ball game.
Let's do this.
Well, as much action as there was in this one, really impressive performance from the bats on the winning side. They gave up quite a few runs, but they still blew them out of the water. They have to be feeling pretty good about themselves offensively right now.
Well, this one ends in a blowout for Chris Singleton.